Round 21 is done. There's 3 weeks left of the AFL fantasy season, and for these next 3 weeks, it's about targeting the best matchups we can, get as many pop scores from these trade-ins to finish the season strong. In terms of fixture, Geelong, Sydney and Melbourne have some really nice matchups to finish, especially for inside mids and rebounding defenders, so I think we're going to see some really big scores from players in these teams to end the year. This week, I scored a 2247 with a round rank of 10,000 and an overall rank of 1878. For my top trading targets for this week, I'm really targeting those matchups, and at number 1 is Errol Goulden. He's got tons in his last 2 games. He's looking back to his best now, 75% CBAs last week, and Port are the easiest team for inside mids to score against at the moment, and he could finish with some really big ceiling games to end the year. Number 2 is Isaac Heaney. He's had a bit of a down month by his standards, quite a few sub 100 scores, but these next 3 games could be one of his highest averaging patches for the year. Number 3 is Chad Warner. He's got a lowest score of 93 over the last 9 weeks. He comes into this amazing run. We're really targeting those Sydney players, and he's probably in career best form at the moment. Number 4 is Isaac Rankin. He's going at 113 over his last 4. He's got the Tigers this week, and he's had the highest CBAs for Adelaide these last 5 weeks. Number 5 is Tom Sparrow. He's going at 111 over his last 5 with a 130 and a 126 in there. He's the main CBA midfielder for the Ds, and his tackling has been off the charts in recent weeks. For my pod pick this week, I'm not just going to limit it to 1, as there's some really good options I think we can jump on, especially in that cheaper bracket. We could take a punt on with that nice run. I really like Nick Blakey with the Swans run, and we know he can put up a big ceiling with a 146 earlier this year. Dane Zorko should be back this week, and we all know what sort of ceiling he's capable of putting up on his day. Brian Myers is another. I'd be happy to take a punt on him. We know he's been a top 6 forward in the past, and with that run, I think he can get back to his best. Possibly a bit more of a risk is Tom Stewart, but he's another one with Essendon, North and Richmond to come, and we know what his fantasy output can be. For our trade-out priorities, it's any injured players that you might have had to hold over the last week. Christian Petracca has to go. He's going at 70 over his last 5. Rowan Marshall, as that second ruck, playing a lot of forward time, can go. And Josh Dacos is one that I've got in my sights. He's got the Murdoch tag this week, and then 2 really tough fixtures after that with the Hawks and Lions if you're in a luxurious position. For my trade plans this week, I'm looking at a couple of sideways moves, chasing the upside on those matchups. So I'm looking at Petracca to Myers and Josh Dacos to Blakey. How did you go this week? What was your score? What was your round rank? Let me know what your plans are for this week. Let me know in the comments below.